Happy Tuesday. Thank you so much for tuning in for my second episode of Strategies for Success with Tramika, Craddock. I am so glad that you were able to listen in today. Listen, today is Valentine's Day, so I'm not going to hold you all long. I'm going to let you do what you need to do with your boo. Go out to lunch, go out to dinner. I don't know what type of day you normally listen to the episode. So I won't hold you too long. I just want to talk a little bit more about Valentine's Day today. It's so exciting for new couples, newlyweds, maybe couples that are even dating. But I wanted to talk about how does Valentine's Day really go in marriages. So I wanted to kind of be a little transparent about what me and Terrell do. That's my husband. And just talk a little bit about Valentine's Day today. So I guess if I had to name this something, this particular episode, let's call it Valentine's Day Part 2. Because last week we talked about some different and unique date ideals. So if you did not hear that and you still have this upcoming weekend to celebrate Valentine's Day and you can just not think of anything to do for your spouse, especially you ladies, go ahead and listen to the episode from last week. Maybe I'll just touch on those a little bit since we were talking about Valentine's Day. But to get the full details, definitely go back and listen to last week's show. So happy Valentine's Day! Woo! Yes, the love day across the nation. The love day, the day that everyone typically celebrates love. And there's some controversy with that. And what, people say, well, Valentine's Day should be every day. And, let's just talk about that a little bit today. But I am Tramika Craddock, and again, this is my second episode, Strategies for Success with Tramika Craddock. I am an event planner. Well, I call myself planner, consultant, coach, and what that simply means is I'm an event planner. I have a event planning company, Prestigious Events by Tramika Craddock, as well as I do event consulting, coordination, things of that nature. I have linen rentals. That all comes with my event planning side. I love planning. Love it. So then what I did was I took my event planning a step further. I became a certified life coach where I can help women plan in their lives. So we have these women who are moms, they're married, they're in relationships, they have their own business, or they may even be working a 9-to-5. How do you balance all of it? So what I do is I come in with practical tools and strategies to help them plan pretty much their lives so that they can balance all the hats that they wear. And, one thing that I always say is you can wear a lot of hats. You can be in ministry. You can be volunteering. You can be on this board and that board and a part of this group and, over here and over there. But how do you balance it all? That shows how effective you are with wearing all the hats. So that's what I do is I come in and I assist with planning. So enough about me. That's who I am. If you want more information, you can definitely go to my website, tramikacraddock.com. And you can get all the information about everything I do there. So, Valentine's Day. Number one question I want to ask, do you celebrate Valentine's Day? How many people actually still celebrate Valentine's Day? Now, I know for me and my husband, we did it a lot. So, okay, let me give you a little backstory. So, me and my husband, we met in high school, our last year of high school. I can't believe we went to school for 3 years and we didn't know each other. So, we met in high school, and then the last year, so lovey-dovey, so in love, doing all the Valentine's Day, the big cars, the big teddy bears, the chocolates, the flowers, and all of that. So we kind of like wore it out, if I can say that. We wore out Valentine's Day when we were younger in school. So now we're into marriage, and me and my husband, we've known each other since 2001. So what's that, 16 years, and that's when we dated, starting back 16 years ago. And then now we've been married for 11 years. So I was this wife like, I don't really care for. Don't get me wrong. I love flowers. I think flowers represent life. They're very beautiful, so I do love when he buys me flowers. But spending all the lavish amounts of money on Valentine's Day, I got to a point where I was just like, I'm kind of over it. You don't have to do that stuff. We can go out to eat if you want. I love eating. I love food. But I'm not really necessarily want to celebrate Valentine's Day. Until like 2 years ago, y'all. This is hilarious. 2 years ago. So yeah, 2 years ago, I started seeing on Facebook all these couples taking all these trips. They was going out the country, and Just going, not even, in New York, we have some couple friends and they were just going to like Buffalo, Syracuse, going to concerts and restaurants. I was like, I'm missing out on an extra day to have fun and just have an excuse to have a date night or to go out of town, because I don't know if anybody are like us, but we have 3 kids. So unfortunately, we're not able to go as much as we would. I can't wait until they graduate and get out the house so that I can just travel and have a date whenever I want. So we do try to make time to make sure that we get our time in for our dates, but it's not necessarily always an overnight out of state, out of the country. So I was like, oh, we about to start celebrating Valentine's Day because I see everybody else doing it and I'm missing out on my day. But besides that, I'm not really big on celebrating the day. I mean, it's okay if I can get out and enjoy my husband by ourselves, then, that makes it well worth it. But I like to do those things throughout the year. So let's talk about the people that say, well, Valentine's Day should be every day. You shouldn't wait till one time of the year. And I don't know necessarily anybody who waits to the one time of the year to actually celebrate their spouse. This is what I would say to them. I think that as couples, we do have date nights and things throughout the year, and I would hope that husbands and wives are doing special things for their spouses throughout the year. I think that it's just a day where it's just really recognized and it's just really put on, just everyone goes out and do lavish things on this particular day because it's actually recognized on this day across the nation. So I don't think anything's wrong with celebrating Valentine's Day. Like I said, for me, anytime my husband wants to celebrate it, he want to go on a trip or do anything, then I would love to celebrate it. So took my kids to school this morning, came home. My husband actually had some flowers downstairs in the kitchen for me. So if you're listening, boo, thank you so much. I love you. I thought that was very sweet because, again, I don't necessarily wake up on Valentine's morning and say, hey, I wonder what he bought me. I wonder how many chocolates I got or what kind of gift he's going to give me or what restaurant we're going to, where we're going to celebrate, because we're not really used to celebrating it. But any extra thing that he does for me, I definitely do appreciate it. So that was really, really nice of him. So I want to hop into this next thing when we talk about Valentine's Day. Who do we celebrate? Does it always just have to be a spouse, or if you're in a relationship, if you're dating? For example, I know some people who celebrate their kids. I used to. A few years ago, I would make sure my kids, like when it was just my girls, bought them teddy bear or like a fake little rose or something like that on Valentine's Day, and maybe took it to school or surprised them at the daycare, something of that nature. I don't necessarily do anything to that extent anymore. I will say this morning I did take my kids. We went to the school. I was going to drop them off, and I was like, how about I just take y'all to go get a heart donut today, Valentine's Day. So I took them Dunkin' Donuts, got them a heart donut, told them that I love them, happy Valentine's Day, and that was my gift to them. So I don't necessarily do it every year, but I just want to know, like, do you all celebrate your children, or who do you celebrate for Valentine's Day? So I think that it's a day where just across the board we can express and tell people how much we love them, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a particular category of people. For example, my mom doesn't know yet, but her daughter, my sister, flew down here to surprise her for Valentine's Day. And so, that's a parental relationship where you can celebrate Valentine's Day. It's just all about showing someone that you love and care about them, and you're actually recognizing on this particular day. Doesn't mean that all throughout the year I may not say or I may not show them, but on this day that's dedicated for love, actually going out of my way to intentionally do something. So I think that that's great. I definitely hope that everyone has a great Valentine's Day today. I told you I did not want to keep you long. I do want to talk about one other thing before I go today. That is right now on my coaching side. I do have some seminars that I have going on, group coaching seminars and meal planning essentials. Before, in the beginning of the episode, I did tell you that I help women with planning in different areas of their life so that they can balance all the hats that they wear. One of those things, and a big part of who we are, is we must eat. So I have a meal planning essentials class where it just provides you with strategies and tips on how to plan out your meals for the week, not prep them, but how to plan out your meals for the week. So if you're interested in that particular seminar, you're more than welcome to go to my website, tramikacraddock.com/group coaching. I also have a seminar called Building a Solid Weekly Schedule. And that's for my women out there who just got a lot going on, but they just need to bring some type of structure or order to their week so that they can be effective and that they can actually make progress during their week. And they're not just all over the place and things are not kind of making sense and they're not moving forward with their dreams and their desires and their goals. So building a solid weekly schedule is another seminar that I have. So if you are like all over the place, you need some type of structure and order brought to your life or brought to your week, then that's definitely a seminar for you. Even with the meal plan essentials, if you say, well, you often say what's for dinner, or you go to cook and you don't necessarily have all the ingredients, or you're just too busy to cook, that will be a good seminar for you. The last seminar that I'm offering, these are my winter group coaching seminars, is planning for the second quarter of 2017. So at the end of last year, we had a seminar where we planned for the first quarter. Now we're going into the second quarter. So before it comes, we have to have a plan that we can walk by. We have to have some type of blueprint. So this is going to help you, whether it's you want to do better in your marriage, as as a parent, or in your business, or if you want to climb the ladder in your career. What are your goals and what are you doing to be able to create a blueprint for those particular goals so that you will reach them? So that particular seminar is for you. If you can ask yourself one of those questions, or if you're in need of that type of assistance. So again, TramikaCraddock.com/group coaching. You can find out more information about all those seminars. They are only $30. It's a $55 value. It's a virtual seminar, so you can be anywhere. And then you will also get the PDF files of the actual workbook to go along with that for $30. Y'all can't beat that. So I definitely hope to hear from you. On that page, you can see some testimonials of some other women who had took the group coaching classes, who thought that they were good and that they were effective. So I do hope to hear from you in regards to those as well. The last thing that I want to leave you all with today is the tip of the week. And my tip for the week is value your friends. Value your friends. I don't care how many you have. If you only have one, you have one best friend, whether or not that best friend is your spouse, it's your relative, it might be your mom, it might be your sibling, your brother. You may have 3 friends, you may have 5, you may have 10. No matter how many friends you have, my tip of the week is value your friends. So perfect day, with today being Valentine's Day, even if you have not purchased anything for your friends, reach out to them. Tell them how much you love and appreciate them, how much you appreciate their support them in their efforts and everything they do. Because one thing I can tell you is it is hard to come by good friends. So when you have good friends, or you have great friends in your life, value them. Do not take them for granted. Make sure they know that you value the relationship. So that's my tip of the week. And this is episode 2, Valentine's Day part 2. I hope you all have enjoyed. I would love to hear back from you. You're more than welcome to hit me up on any of my social media sites, Facebook and Instagram in particular, but I am on Twitter as well. Or again, you can go to my website, TramikaCraddock.com. Thank you so much, and you all have a productive rest of the week.